in the car in the middle of Pennsylvania to talk about one of the biggest robberies in world football. I'm talking about Ashley Phillips leaving Ewood Park for a pittance, peanuts. Oh my God, we've had our pants down, spanked, and Spurs have had their wicked way with us. That's right, £3 million. Allegedly £3 million. It might be £2 million. But either way, one of the hottest prospects ever to walk out the doors of Blackburn Rovers Academy is leaving for a song, and we've been mugged off by the hierarchy at Blackburn Rovers. That's right, of course. Can lightning strike twice in a single calendar year with Blackburn Rovers in regards to the transfer window? Oh yes, it bloody can. Of course, we're still a laughing stock from January when the Lewis O'Brien shambles fell apart due to a fax machine error or whatever it is. And now, what I'm hearing from the sources online is that there's an escape clause, a stupid ass £2/3 million release clause for Ashley Phillips, one of the hottest prospects and one of the future English centre backs, is leaving for an absolute a steal. It should have been a deal. We should be selling this kid for around about £20 million right here, right now, not £3 million. And we should have inserted a shit ton load of clauses to prevent any financial catastrophe such as this for the future. Who's to blame? I don't know. It's the same fucking clown or clowns that did the first one in January. I don't know. But what I can gather is that office, that head office at Ewood Park, have got their thumb up their arse or so amateurish that they don't know what they're fucking doing. So some heads need to roll in this one. And we said that last time in January, heads need to roll. But realistically, when you see one of the greatest potential footballing youngsters leave your academy or leave your doors for next to nothing, then something has gone wrong. And of course, this has been blown up over the past 2 or 3 days. Of course, it broke from the Mirror, saying that there's a fire sale. I don't know how much I believe about that, but what I can believe is that some stupid clown somewhere has put some clause. And I read, and again, I'm getting all this information from, or not information, but insight potentially into this, and it might all be all rumors and lies, smoke screen and all that, but that the contract that was created for this was drafted on an Excel spreadsheet, and then certain rows were stupidly or accidentally deleted, which have led Blackburn Rovers to this scenario. And I don't know how much I believe about that, but if there's any truth to that little glimpse of insight, it actually happened, then oh my days, what kind of buffoons are we working, or what kind of buffoons do we have at Ewood Park running this football club? So it's a simple little details like this that make a significant difference. Now, of course, the Venkys. Can I pin any blame on the Venkys? Well, maybe just maybe, because the journey with the Venkys, of course, has been a roller coaster of ups and downs, a lot more downs than ups, to be fair. Of course, it all started with fanfare way back when, with the talks of Ronaldinho, David Beckham, and coming on board to help Blackburn Rovers regain the glory times. But of course, those initial dreams and plans were very short-lived when, of course, the Scottish-headed bold buffoon came in with his entourage to have it their own way. And of course, that did not end well. It ended up in relegation. It ended up in financial catastrophe almost. And of course, it wasn't until the Mowbray era that we kind of got ourselves back on track, back on the right rails towards possibly a shot at the Premier League. Of course, in the past couple of seasons, we've been edging closer, 8th and 7th, and hopefully this season was the golden ticket, really, to go that extra distance and get into the top 6 with, of course, the right young coach, with the right director of football. All those kinds of things were pointing in the right direction. And then in the past 7 months, we've had 2 major transfer catastrophes. One, the Lewis O'Brien shenanigans, where, of course, one of the what would have been potentially the greatest championship midfielder of the current time, pulling the strings for Blackburn Rovers. It would have been that cutting edge, that little difference maker for Rovers, and get us over the hump into that 6th spot. Of course, we know what happened, the disaster with that deal. We also know that John Buckley was ruled out for injury, which forced our hand to play Lewis Morton, or whatever his name is, Travis Morton, whatever the heck, I can't even remember his name is, Morton in midfield. Of course, we saw what happened in the FA Cup. All had a bit of a ramifications, a domino effect for Blackburn Rovers towards the Cup and League. And then, of course, now for this one, where, of course, we're excited, the build-up is there. We made 3 good, exciting new signings and talk for other ones to come in there. And, of course, yes, there are lingering concerns about the young talent, the Adam Whartons, the Hayden Carters and all that. The players that are in the first team, we don't really want to lose them, especially for peanuts. And of course, getting them on longer deals, get them on golden handcuffs deals that would secure Blackburn Rovers financial stability. And of course, the gem, the jewel of the Nile, that is Ashley Phillips, waiting in the wings to burst onto the scene, fully fledged now. That's what we were waiting for. But of course, now this has come along, not only to rip the heart and soul out of the academy, and also put a massive, major, humongous dent into our plans for the future. Tottenham, of course, they're going to be laughing to the bank. They've got themselves an absolute gem of the future. And of course, let's put a little bit of a humongous, significant finger of accusation on Ashley Phillips' agent. Of course, the Weasel, the slice ball, sleaze bag, whatever you want to call it. Those are the guys that create these clauses or scenarios where basically hold Blackburn Rovers to ransom. Now, I don't know. I'm reading lots of rumours and speculation about relegation clause, escape clause. Did Blackburn Rovers was there a point to the clause that Ashley Phillips had to play a significant amount of games in order to avoid activating that part of the clause? If that's the case, and it was well known to JDT, Greg Broughton, and of course the hierarchy, then of course we should have been well aware about that. I should have been way ahead of that. If it was like you have to play 10 games in the Championship in order to avoid this clause, then guess what? We should have played 15 games. We should have made goddamn sure that we went beyond any stupid implications in those clauses. But we want to, and again, I want to kind of hone in on how big a disaster this is for Blackburn Rovers. This is I know people the way his career ended. Phil Jones. This is Phil Jones level of talent, a guy who will go on to play for England. It's Damien Duff level of talent leaving Blackburn Rovers doors here. Of course, Damien Duff, amazing with Blackburn Rovers, went on to do amazing things at Chelsea and the Republic of Ireland. So this is how big a quality player we are losing here, and of course for next to nothing. We gave the hierarchy, we gave the GBs and his team the benefit of the doubt with the complete disaster that was January. What do we do here? What do we do here with this one? Surely, if there's any money, realistically any money coming in, that has to be pumped in on a permanent striker that we've been lacking for a while now. And that will play down the middle, not on the wing. Somebody that'll be down the middle and will score fucking goals, or be at least brought into the club to score goals. So if it is 3 million, I'd love to see that 3 million pumped into the club in the right way. Although what I'm expecting now is that 3 million to pay the electricity bill or put the food on the table for the guys at the cafeteria. I just fear that this is an absolute train wreck of a deal. And if all of this is true, with the small fee that's been bandied around, and of course the pre headlines of JDT upset and fire sale, he's going to be pissed. JDT is going to be pissed about this, and if he does walk away, who do we have to blame? This project was exciting and the project was on the right track. I think we needed this season, of course. And again, there might be a bit of a recovery here. There might be a small a glimmer of hope. We might, not all players end up, not all wonder kids end up being the best thing in the world. We've seen it before. Look at David Bentley, of course, former Blackburn Rovers, and of course former Spurs player. Of course, okay, at Arsenal we bought him for cheapness. And, of course, he blew up at Rovers, went on to play for England, of course, sold for big money for Spurs. And then, of course, it all went drastically wrong for him, retiring at the age of 26. Now, I'm not wishing this upon Ashley Phillips at all, but He has been built up to be the next best thing. So of course we're going to believe it's going to be the next best thing, but of course it could all go drastically wrong. It could follow, the wrong career path. He might be influenced by the wrong people. And of course, according to his agent right now, who does seem like a sleazy sort of a bitch, he could also, go down, the Jermaine Pennant kind of road. There are a lot of horror stories out there in football. I'm hoping he doesn't. For the lad, he has of course come through our roots and he's with us for a few years, youth level. It just hurts, of course, from if you turn the clock back to 12 months. When the contract was signed, securing his services for at least a year. In fact, it was for at least 3 years, I think. But to be mugged off so harshly. In fact, the fee that's banding around now is less than the fee that was kind of rumoured to be securing his services last season. So an absolute disaster for Rovers. Kudos to Ashley Phillips. You're going to go to a club in the Premier League that's going places, I feel. But ultimately, I am still pissed. I'm going to be pissed. I just need to see that investment, no matter how small it is, go towards a striker. Otherwise, if this is just the start of things, we're going to see potentially the likes of Adam Wharton, Hayden Carter, probably also leave at some point within the next year or so. I just hope we've got the financial situation sorted out for these, and we cannot be led up the garden path another time here. So anyway, I'm at work. I'm at a conference here right now in Pennsylvania. I'm going to wrap up here, but I will catch you all very, very soon with all the videos here at Blackburn Rovers. I'll see you soon. Take it easy. I am out. I'm going to make sure I don't fucking crash the car.